Well, hello and welcome to all of our viewers around the world. I'm Fiona Lang-Sharpe, IBCLC Director of Communications and MC here at Gold Learning. I'm very excited today. We're talking about our Gold Midwifery Online Conference 2025. It's right around the corner. We've got a lot to share with you today, so keep up, stay tuned. We've got two of our amazing team members here today, Fleur Bickford and Kristin Schwarz, and I'll be introducing them to you in just a moment. Let me highlight some of the exciting things, though, that are happening at Gold Midwifery this year. We are in our 11th year. If you can believe that, we're all shaking our heads and wondering how that happened, as it started off as a need from the community. That's right. Many of you working in the community came to us and said, please, can you build a midwifery conference? And there, before you know it, here we are 11 years later. This year, we have 15 different speakers from around the world. You know how we like to and love to keep it international for all of you. It's so relevant that when we can bring people from around the world, and we have folks coming in from the UK, the USA, Indonesia, Italy, Australia, I can barely keep up, India, Spain, and so much more. The main program, of course, will have 16 hours of education, lots happening with interactive sessions, panels, keynotes, and so forth and so on. Now, I want to let you know a little bit about accreditation, of course. We do have, it's fully accredited for your needs, including through MEEC, CEUs, CERTs, ACNM, for all of our midwives. And then, of course, for all of you working in the birth field as well, we love to have our nurses there, doulas, IBCLCs, physicians, childbirth educators, and students. We love our students to come in and learn with us. You can head over to the website right now and register at goldmidwifery.com. No need to delay. You don't have to listen to all of this, but come back and listen to all the juicy parts that we're going to share with you today. I want to let you know a little bit about our keynote, because these are important dates that you need to know. So like I said, you can register right now at goldmidwifery.com. But I want to tell you a little bit about our opening keynote. So get your, scroll it on your calendar, do that little circle to make sure that you can attend the free and open keynotes. Our opening keynote is going to be Dr. Ruth Oshikanlu. Now, Ruth is just absolutely fabulous. February 3rd. Mark that on your calendar. I want to make sure that you get there. If you register right now, of course, you'll be sent an email and you'll be able to come and attend live. It's going to be an absolutely fabulous event. Let me tell you what she's talking about. Creating calm, effective strategies for reducing stress and anxiety during pregnancy. Now, I know for all of you listening in, you have seen this. You have been presented with this from your clients. And the struggle is real. That's what's happening in the community right now. And we need to find ways to be creative, to bring that calm, to bring the attention to it, to understand it better. So Dr. Ruth is going to be talking about this. Anxiety and stress in pregnancy really can lead to adverse outcomes for mothers, babies, and their families. And so in this session with Dr. Ruth, who's an MBE, a multi-award-winning nurse, midwife, and health visitor, she's going to be discussing how healthcare professionals can identify, support pregnant parents experiencing stress and anxiety, and raise awareness for managing that anxiety during pregnancy. So I really am so excited about this topic, because it is really bringing it to the forefront of what we need, the skills that we need to put into practice right away. So I know you're not going to want to miss out. February 3rd, mark it on your calendar. Head over to goldmidwifery.com right now to register for our keynotes and, of course, our full conference. Well, without further ado, I want to introduce, of course, you can see my co-host here today, introducing to you Fleur Bickford, who has extensive background in perinatal health and is a registered nurse and an international board-certified lactation consultant. Fleur's clinical experience in perinatal care as an RN working in obstetrics, combined with her professional experience with educating both families and healthcare professionals, lend themselves well to her role as the Director of Educational Programming. And my colleague and friend, Kristin Schwarz, is here. She is a licensed midwife, childbirth educator, and MC here at Gold Learning. Kristin is passionate about educating families and an advocate for informed decision-making. Welcome as you come in. Kristin, I know you're going to set us off and set the tone for this session here today. What do you have to share with us today?
Well, thank you so much, Fiona. Yes, as a midwife, this conference, of course, is very near and dear to my heart. And we know as healthcare providers and midwives, we often need continuing education credits for recertification and keeping our license up to date. But this conference is so much more than that, right? We want to provide you with skills and knowledge that you can take right into your practice from day one of the conference. And we have put together a fantastic program for you. And I just want to highlight a couple of sessions here that I'm really excited about. For example, earlier on today, I had a meeting with our speaker who will be presenting on Vitamin D, ensuring optimal levels for healthy child development by Rosa Sorribas from Spain. Such an exciting topic, and she is full of passion to really share that with you so you can take that knowledge into your practice. Oh, and another juicy one here is navigating intimacy, enhancing sexual health during pregnancy and postpartum with Jessica Dix. We know we get a lot of questions about that topic. We want to be able to really talk to our families and our clients to really guide them in the right direction. So, on that topic. And one of the presentations I am very excited about is maternity care for autistic parents, practical strategies for inclusive support with Dr. Amy Grant. And Amy Grant is a maternity service researcher who is also autistic. And her mission is to provide clear and evidence-based recommendation for improving your care for autistic pregnant people and new parents. And the wonderful thing is it doesn't have to be at high cost. It's at minimal cost, so you can take her information right into your practice. And so you are up to date on care when it comes to your autistic client. And I know also, Fleur, you have a couple of sessions you're really excited about, right?
Yeah, for sure. So many interesting talks coming up for Midwifery 2025. And one in particular that I'm really looking forward to is titled The Influence of Labor Dance on Pain Intensity, Cortisol Levels, and Duration of Labor. So this is some new research where they analyze the effect of labor dance on pain intensity, cortisol hormone levels, and the duration of the active phase of the first stage of labor. So really interesting research there. And our speaker is going to be talking about how labor dance as an intervention affects that pain and hormone levels and how it can be used to help manage the active stage of labor. So really looking forward to that one. And I'm going to hand it back over to you, Kristin.
Yes, we also have some fantastic workshops coming up. Right, Fiona, you want to lead us into a little bit of an overview of workshops, and I jump in with specific sessions, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love these workshops. They're really designed to elevate your learning and meet your needs. And so when we're putting them together, we're really thinking through what it's like as a learner to be online and how to take that learning to a whole new level. So that's why there's a change, a little bit of a shift here when we put these workshops together, because we want you to be interactive. We want you to be hands-on. And I know, Kristin, you're very excited about what's happening in these workshops this year. So I'll let you share a little bit more about the content.
Yes, we have a 2-hour workshop with NAMCW, one of the really the authorities in the field of suturing and repairing birth lacerations. And her topic is mastering the assessment and repair of birth lacerations. And no matter where you are in your practice, if you, are very experienced in that field, I can guarantee you get so much out of this workshop style presentation here, 2 hours, as I mentioned. And the wonderful thing is you can bring along your models and your sponges and your suturing kits and follow along. And Nell will have different camera angles. So you really see her hands as if you're just looking over her shoulder, which is really, really exciting. And of course, that session, as all our sessions, will be recorded, will be live and recorded. So you can go back, watch the recording again and pause and follow along there as well. And this is not only about the skills of suturing and repair, but also about how to respectfully talk to our clients and to make them partner in the care when it comes to repair. So I'm very excited about this presentation. I can't wait to learn from Nell, and I have my supplies. I'm going to have them ready. I can guarantee you that. And then I want to hand it over to Fleur, who has some thoughts on the other interactive sessions that we have.
Yeah, thank you, Kristin. So another interactive session that we have coming up is from Fiona Hallinan, and she's going to be talking about strategies for fetal malposition, recognition and response. So this is going to be a great session. Again, Fiona's going to have models, and we'll be really looking at some of the challenges posed by fetal malposition, particularly OP presentations, and the impact that that has on labor progress. Coming to this interactive session, you're going to learn strategies to recognize and respond to fetal malposition, focusing on flexion of the baby's head and actions to support labor progression. So very excited about that. And Kristin, I think you wanted to mention a little bit too about the exciting pre-work activities that people can take part in before the sessions even begin.
Yes, that's right. We will have, we don't like to call them homework, right? But there'll be little activities on the website where you can participate. There will be resources. There will be forms you can fill in. It's not mandatory. It's just a little bit of a way to dive deeper and prepare yourself if you want to. So you really can immerse yourself in the workshop style presentations as well. And we have so much more in this, conference. We have presentations that really expand your knowledge. For example, we have a presentation on distress in labor, a psychoneuroendocrine approach. And I can guarantee you will want to learn more. When it comes to difficult labors, and especially when it comes to labor dystocias, so much focus is actually on uterus and on the outside, the forces there and how to get things going. But there's so much more to it, what happens in that situation. So there is new research available for you, and our presenter will share that with you. So I can't wait for that. And this is by Anna Maria Rossetti from Italy. And I know, Fleur, you also were excited about a presentation there.
Yeah, for sure. We have so many great sessions, as you mentioned. And just to highlight a couple of other ones that are coming up, we do have protecting your midwifery practice. So legal strategies for practicing with confidence, always something important to be thinking about. And we have a lot of requests for that type of information, looking at the power of reflection, effective birth debriefing, the voices of experience, understanding Black birthing, breastfeeding journeys. So some really exciting talks coming up. And one in particular that I find really fascinating is titled Shining a Light on Healing, a photoceutical approach for pain modulation and wound recovery. So this is the use of the red light lasers that have been around for quite some time, but seeing more and more people using them. We're getting some new research, some new information on how they can be used. And this particular presentation is going to be looked at how they can be used within the birthing world and the approach that can be taken to help with pain modulation and wound recovery. So very exciting information coming up there. And I'm going to hand things back over to you.
Fiona, I think now it is time to talk about the panel. And I know you are a great host of, hosting the panels there. So tell us a little bit about what is coming our way for this year's panel.
Yeah, I always get excited anytime I can engage with the audience and the speakers at the same time. So designing the panels is it's really from my heart to yours, because I know that you've asked for more ways that you can actually get questions to the speakers right away, the presenters, the clinicians, the midwives that are in practice. And so we've set up this particular panel in order to meet your needs as well. This one is going to be talking about revitalizing your passion and navigating burnout in a helping profession. Experts are going to be Anna Maria Rossetti, Hazel Keedle and Nicole Wardlaw as well, who's going to be talking about an insightful discussion on recognizing and preventing burnout in care providers. So I know you're going to want to hear this topic. We're going to be learning how to sustain your passion, maintain your well-being, and effectively support the families that you serve. And I know that that's what really you all live for. So I'm excited for that panel too.
Yeah, and then to close things out, we will be having our closing keynote session by Dr. Hazel Keedle. And another important date to remember, that'll be taking place on February 24th. And again, like our opening keynote, this is freely available to the public to attend. And great idea to register right now on our website so that you get the reminders for that. And she's going to be talking about new insights into birth plans. So she's looking at research on women's experiences and provider engagement. And I find this really interesting because birth plans have, over the years, sometimes been a little bit contentious. People not sure whether they're a good idea or not. So Hazel is going to be drawing insights from a very large maternity survey that was done in Australia. And she's going to be looking at how women navigate the process of developing and executing their birth plans, including their personal responses and the feedback from healthcare providers. So this is really interesting thing to look at how we can use the birth plans. And she's also going to be introducing the use of art therapy and the ideal birth plan drawings method. So excited to hear about that too. Some new information there and kind of a new look at something that's been around for quite a while. And it's always fascinating to have a look at things in a new way and see what new things we can take from them. So very excited about that. And I think now, Kristin, you were going to talk about some of the amazing add-on packages that we have available for.
That is right. We have 4 add-on packages this year available. And the one I want to focus a little bit on is our Birth and Beyond, Navigating the Unexpected. 6 presentation, when things don't go as expected, and we as midwives need to be ready. So just to give you a quick overview here, we're going to talk about overcoming obstacles in breastfeeding, and we're using case study approaches. Case studies are great because we can always learn so well from that. Another presentation on what about dad and understanding and addressing postpartum depression in men. Very important topic right there. And next we move over to umbilical cord complications from knots to prolapse. We always know that's a big one, right? And then managing the unexpected breech birth and pelvic organ prolapse after birth is such an important topic there as well. And last but not least, restoring the connection, methods for repairing ruptured client relationships. So that's our big package right there, an add-on package if you can't get enough of education. 3 more add-on packages we have for you. And the second one here is the BEST, Be at Your Best During Birth Emergencies. Many of you are familiar with the BEST team, the Birth Emergency Skills Training Team. And they have put together a special package just for us here at GOLD, where you can learn about hypertension and pregnancy, postpartum hemorrhage, and shoulder dystocia. And then briefly, we have package number 3, breastfeeding and perinatal mental health, practical tools for fostering emotional safety. Also 6 presentation on that very important topic of perinatal mental health. And add-on package number 4 is our GOLD Learning Labor and Delivery Symposium from 2024. And that's 10 presentation. It's all about labor and delivery, biomechanics at birth and the pelvic floor, and how to support breastfeeding and bonding and more. So I hope you will head over and check out these add-on packages too, because they are very valuable and such a nice addition to the conference. So now I want to hand this back to Fiona here.
Thank you so much to Kristin and Fleur for being with me here today and just talking about all this content. As I was thinking through and you were speaking there, I was thinking about how we really come together as a GOLD family here. We bring all of our speakers in from around the world, and we really create the opportunity where we take education to a whole new level, and it becomes live. It's this fluid type of interactive engagement style type of conference and event. So I know you're not going to want to miss out. So thank you again for my team members for being here today. It's been wonderful having you. A quick reminder before we close out here, February 3rd, you definitely want to mark it on your calendar. That is our opening keynote day. And as Fleur was mentioning, we do have our closing keynote on February 24th as well. So both those dates, free and open access. Share them with your colleagues and friends today. Do not delay. They're going to want to head into those opportunities as well. And remember that our event is going to be live and recorded. So this really, again, as a practitioner, is going to give you opportunity to come and listen when you can. But if you need to step away, you'll be able to listen to the recordings as well. It's such a wonderful opportunity for all of us. Again, head over to the website, goldmidwifery.com. You know where it is now. I can't wait to see you there. Thank you so much once again to Fleur and Kristin for being here, and to all of you, our viewers. Bye-bye for now, everyone.